Victor, your little sister gives you a kiss and runs away to do something else at the party and have a good time. What is it that you're planning to do now?
I think Victor's going to take a glance around the party. He's trying to clock anybody he knows that will be attending the part or the auction.
Attending the auction. I will give you your entire family. For one, have permission to go wherever they wish. The O'Sheas, who are the hosts of the party themselves. Lachlan has permission to enter because he is security. Obviously, we know that Jazz and Mason have their tokens to enter also. Well, Jazz has given hers to Keegan, but she is going to try and source one from somewhere else. Any other people that you would look for? I mean, you know a lot of people that would be going. So, or would you like to look for someone else outside of that list of people to maybe?
Yes.
Okay. Roll a survey, please.
That's a 4.
A 4. It's very sensorily overwhelming in here for you, and you've just kind of had to dance with your sister, which has drained a lot of your energy because she insisted you lead, and you're walking with a cane currently, which is quite difficult. You do see in the corner a man, like 5'7", older-looking gentleman with a half mask that's in the shape of a bat with pointy ears and like a full black suit. He almost looks like he's at a funeral. The suit is very unordained, but there is sort of some leather capage happening on the arms that kind of looks like bat wings. And he's wearing, over the top of his mask, kind of like Artemis wears, circular glasses, colored glasses. And you recognize this as Dr. Samuel Newton, who is the Warden of Greyslate. A very influential person who may be invited to the auction, but is definitely someone that you would recognize after your brushes with Greyslate in the past.
Victor's going to lean up against the wall, kind of walking over, hobbling partially over to grab his cane from the wall that he rested it on after the dance. And I'm going to pull out my watch as if I'm checking the time. And I want to see, is there any indication of bleed in the area?
Right now, there is a low level of ticking of bleed. But that could be commonplace because you know for a fact there are some magical items in this house.
Mm-hmm.
And also your compatriots also exude their own bleed as well as maybe other people here too. If you would like something more specific, I will need you to roll sense.
It's fine. Six.
Of course. You focus on the doctor. There seems to be from him a signature which you've detected before. Similar to youngest bleed, but not quite right. Maybe more similar to whatever youngest didn't like in that room down below in the Four Pharaohs when you were transmitting for the rest of the group.
I'll close the compass or the watch. Walk over to Mason, just seeing that he's sitting or leaning against the wall, most likely being all brooding.
Yes, Jaden, it is important. What pose has Mason adopted as he leans against the wall?
Because the venue's slightly more posh, he would not be doing a wall lean. He actually would be standing towards the center of activities, off 45% away from the main area. One hand in pocket, with the coat slightly open to have the clear sense of the hand there, and the other one would just be Illuminati style tucked into the shirt breast. But like not leaning against the wall, but brooding in place, if we will.
Brooding in place.
Brooding with class. The Bruce Wayne, if you would understand.
Mason, we might have a bit of a problem. No one else knows what's happening right now, but he'll kind of give a point with the cane towards the warden. They're not giving off the proper, well, the correct read, if you can understand what I'm saying.
Can I understand what that means in this case?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last time you needed to use Old Faithful, we'll go with that.
And that individual being pointed out is actively... What are they actively doing?
They're just like chatting with some people.
So nothing seems... Like if I look over there, nothing seems off about them to me.
Nope.
So this is a deeper bleed thing, because I know Victor senses things on a much more metaphysical level.
You don't notice the glasses.
On the warden.
Similar to Artemis's glasses.
Do I understand Artemis's glasses?
No, but it's just interesting.
Does this person also look extraordinarily... Artemis seems ageless to me. I don't like the paleness is a factor of it. Artemis just... Is there anything about Artemis that stands out that I have been able to clock that lets me know that Artemis is something more?
Literally everything about Artemis is suspicious. The fact that they never take their glasses off, the fact that they are very young and in charge of a Candela chapter, the fact they have a bird that can talk to people and understand what's going on, who is somewhere here, by the way, and
we pause on the bird. Is that something that... What do I know about the bird and Artemis?
They seem, well, Cole is Artemis's friend / animal companion. Artemis can relay telepathic messages to you through Cole. Cole always seems to pop up when they are needed. And Cole seems very, very smart.
Has Artemis ever told me how Cole came to be? Like, if they found Cole, or if they made Cole? Like, do I know if Cole is a familiar that Artemis has conjured? If one day Artemis just had Cole? Or is Artemis, like, Cole's been there as long as I can remember?
Cole's always been with Artemis for as long as you can remember.
What I'm trying to get at is, I can't find any similarities between them other than they both wear glasses. Okay. I've got nothing. I did all of Mason's thinking for the campaign.
That's it.
I look at his sheet. He can't ask any further questions. His brain can't process that level of thinking any further. It's too abstract.
The color of glasses is similar, the Lightkeeper pointed out to you before, of that of a bleed containment unit the youngest was in, is still in, to your knowledge.
Yeah, see, that much makes sense. Something about the glasses. The understanding is the warden is containing bleed and able to maintain composure, but is more social than Artemis. But that just may be because Artemis is awkward as hell. And less about the whatever thing they are, which also could mean that Cole is a manifestation of Artemis's awkward desire to not interact with people directly if they can avoid it, which then tells me another factor that the warden could have any number of external factors. And Mason doesn't think beyond that. So
just keep an eye on him. That's all
Mason,
I'm asking.
Like this, you look at Mason and all that thought process happens in like 3 seconds and he just kind of shrugs. Yeah.
Above table, would Kim know this doctor, like professional um relationship type of thing?
You've definitely heard of this person before, and as you see Victor and Mason looking over, your eyes follow because you're like at the side, so you
Mhm.
can more easily follow what's happening. And you see Dr. Samuel Newton, who you know was also one of the greatest advocates for mindless when it was first being talked about in medical circles.
I think Kim is going to she's going to walk past Victor and Mason, and you guys see her, but she doesn't even look at you. She just like kind of walks past you and walks directly toward the doctor. It's completely out of character for her. Um and goes, um, hello, doctor.
He's like in the middle of talking to someone else. He goes, "Oh, hello, my dear. How are you?"
I'm well. I don't know if I'm sorry to interrupt. I don't know if you remember me. I was head physician um in the military some years ago.
Yes, yes, Dr. Leonin, wasn't it?
Yes, yes. Um, I want to say I've admired your work for quite some time, and I did not expect to see you here.
Oh, well, I thought the invitation was offered due to my work at the sanatorium, and I thought I should attend. Plus, it gives me a chance to catch up with people I haven't seen for a while.
Yes, yes, yes. How well do you know the hosts?
Oh, the O'Sheas. Um, I've met them a few times. They've donated greatly to Greyslate in the past, as have, I guess, the secondary host, the Ballantines.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Do you know their son? Well, one of their sons. He's a friend of mine. Do you? I'm sorry to interrupt, but I could introduce you if you like.
do you mean Ivan or Victor?
Uh,
Or Nicholas?
Victor.
Oh, yes, the Middle Master Ballantine, yes. Um, I was brought in to consult with him and his family on occasions for just maladies, treatments, and for their donations to the asylum, but I don't
But
really know them personally. They're just very generous benefactors.
and as she says consult, her ears kind of perk up because she knows that the Ballantines have contracted her to medicate Victor on occasion. So she's taken aback by the fact that another doctor has been consulted on him, and I I'm been unaware. I have been the Ballantines' primary physician for quite some time. I'm unaware that they contacted you.
Oh, they did. It was several years ago, though. You are their primary physician, of course, now, but my work usually means I am stuck in Greyslate for long amounts of time. But for
Mhm.
special clients, I do come out sometimes. Just it helps to keep the bills paid, and the Ballantines have always been very kind
Of course, of
to me.
course. Well, if you would like, Victor is right over there with one of my old colleagues. If you would like to come and meet him,
Victor,
um,
you see
I'm
this man's head
I'm
turns
trying.
kind of like a bat round to you and goes, "Oh yes, I don't. Are you sure I wouldn't be imposing? He does seem rather alarmed. That is, I am told, is his nature. A
Yeah,
nervous
that
boy.
he is usually quite nervous, and I don't know if Mason can clock it, but she's trying to get the doctor over so he could get a better read on the doctor being closer. Um, I don't know.
Mason might have to do a read about it if he wants to realize that.
So
I'll do the read because I don't have a dot in it.
Roll at disadvantage. Roll 2 dice and take the lower.
well, yeah. So I'll walk him over and introduce him to Victor and Mason.
That's a 2 for Mason to understand what's happening with that.
Mason, this person's been brought over to you that apparently is suspicious and now is stood right next to you.
It's different than the warden, or did I mix up?
No, it is the
no,
warden.
this is the warden.
Okay, thank you. I was getting mixed up. I was like, okay.
That man, name pending, is the warden. It goes, oh, young Master, well, Middle Master Valentine, it's nice to see you. You probably don't remember the last time I visited your family.
No, I'm sorry.
I feel it was several years ago. I think I dealt with mainly Ivan, your brother, and your mother at that time.
Would I have any understanding of what was happening at that time?
This was the time when, several years ago, there were a variety of incidents at the schools you attended, which may have resulted in you seemingly having violent outbursts and injuring some fellow students. And you were quickly pulled out of that school.
But why was the doctor specifically with my mother and Ivan?
You do.
I wouldn't know. I don't know that.
You don't know.
Okay.
And oh, I'm sorry. And turns to Mace and goes, and you are?
I was gonna be. I'm not tactful. Sergeant Mason Briggs.
Oh, a pleasure to meet you. And holds out the hand to you to shake.
I'm gonna take the hand. I'm gonna grip a little tighter than necessary.
Oh, a strong grip you have there, Sergeant. I indeed do not doubt you were handy in your time in the war. I hope that you have fared better than some of your comrades. Now that it is peacetime, thankfully.
Yeah, I experience the detonations up close, so.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry you had to see that indeed. Dr. Leonin, are you... I mean, if you would like to visit Gracelate sometime, I know you have also worked with Mindless in the past, and I feel I am now one of the lead proprietors of such employment of it within my facility, and it has been working wonders with our patients.
And as he says Mindless, she takes a sharp inhalation. She, I haven't really worked with Mindless since I was since the military, since the campaign. But I would love to see your facilities and your work at some time. If I would love to see that. But why? If you, since you brought it up, Doctor, why are you still working on Mindless?
Well, it's more that the drug has been completed, but some of the trial stages with permission were carried out at Gracelate, as well as within the war, before it became fully known as Mindless, but I've been there since its inception. With permission from all the families of those at Gracelate, of course.
So she's above table for real quick. With Kim, is Kim surprised at the fact that this is literally the creator of Mindless?
It's not surprising to you, because it would make sense that Mindless would be tested on people that have known mental health conditions, as those residing at Gracelate would be. But maybe just disappointing that he's talking about it so openly and not seeing it as a big deal.
That's because she feels taken aback, like he's just like casually just okay. Well, your studies, are they not confidential? Are they not?
Oh, well, I can't name the participants within the facility that have been taking the drug, but it is well known that trials were done in several locations, one of them being on a version of a primitive version of the drug during the war, which was authorized by the government for our soldiers, and then later on in various different test groups to sense its efficacy.
And she's going to change. So it has changed. It's different. It's definitely different now, isn't it? I've said this.
Well, everyone seems to be responding well as it was before, but obviously there are always minor tweaks to ensure that the majority of people.
It's different it's different from the original.
Yes, I don't know the specific chemical actions of it, but Agona Pharmaceuticals have been very willing to share their documentation with us, And also, at every step of implementation, they've been nothing but giving towards us and the periphery and the ascendancy and the governmental branch of Newfaire.
And she's going to spin around and look at Mason and Victor and go, like, as this thing, see, it's different. It's not the same drug. Like, she's looking at them, like, intently, going, I don't even know how to put this in words, but she's like, so she turns back to the doctor and says, well, why was the formula changed? Why would you change it? The formula given to our soldiers was to focus them. It did well. Why is the new formula the way it is now? Why now? Why is it different?
My dear, calm yourself. I don't know about why it was changed, only that it was, and it's still having great effects.
I'm sorry. I'm
If you
sorry. It's just
talk more about
Doctor.
formulas.
Doctor, and he'll kind of raise his hand and have somebody come over and grab a drink off of the tray and hand it to the doctor.
okay. And she's going to take the drink and she's going to pretty much down half of it. Inelegantly.
Dr. Newton, she's a big fan, as you can tell. It seems you've shocked her with some discoveries, but we apologize for wasting some of your time.
Never a time wasted. I'm always happy to help. And the offer to go to Grace Lake still stands. I think one of our patients has responded very well to it, an artist that is there in residence. But she has even been saying she wishes to see her family again soon.
When can I go? When can I come to your...
Well, maybe tomorrow in the new year.
Yes, of
I
course.
wish to enjoy the party.
Oh, no, of course. I just meant when in the future.
The invite is always open. Grace Lake is visiting hours for patients are at certain times, but for doctors and those visiting, we can always make accommodation for you to talk.
Thank you.
Talking heals the soul and mind, does it not?
Yes. And she's gonna literally just wander off.
Okay, goodbye. Just sort of stood with Victor and Mason now,
He just
so
I'll reach my hand out to the doctor and just thank you for your time, doctor. I'm sure you have multiple people here that you would like to speak with, and I don't want to take up much of your time.
My boy, I'm just glad to see you are doing better. Your mother and brother were very concerned about you, and I know your brother made a push to not have you make a longer term visit to Grace Lake, which I think was definitely the right suggestion.
Do you remember why?
He said he thought the treatment would be better for you in-house, and said they wanted to keep you with the family.
Is it the same treatment that you just spoke to the doctor about?
I don't know what treatment they implemented after my consultation, but I gave them suggestions, but I didn't give them anything specifically for you. Only that Grace Lake might be a place for you to rest. But they decided that in-house would be better, keeping you all together as a family.
On the word family, he's going to reach his hand out and grab and ask, just as a shake. And he's going to look directly into his eyes and extend his senses.
Okay. Roll another sense.
And I'm hoping the idea is that whatever it is, that word triggers something. Five.
You reach out and physically make contact with Dr. Newton. At first, everything's fine. But as you hold his hand for a little too long and stare into, you can't really see his eyes, but where his eyes would be, the room around you starts to shrink in on itself, and all you can see behind him is a row of jagged spikes forming a mouth of teeth, like in the cave from before. And as you flash, you sense Mason and Keegan's presence next to you on the word family, and know exactly where they are in the ballroom at this moment. As you pull away from the shock, you're going to take one bleed.
That's fine.
He goes, "Oh, are you okay, my boy?"
Sorry, maybe I've drank too much.
Oh, well.
That, and I took a terrible tumble a few days ago and still on medicine, so.
I see the cane. I hope you're well. If you don't mind, I am going to oblige myself with the buffet table in the corner, for I do not
Of
want.
course.
I need to pace myself also. It was lovely to meet you, Sergeant Briggs, and good to see you, Master Valentine. And
Thank you.
farewell. And
Enjoy the
goes off.
party.
You too, very much so. And he walks away towards food. Keegan, Patrick glitches. Briefly. As you finish dancing with Jazz. Goes, what the fuck?
You say Victor sensed where Mason and I are in the ballroom. Do we?
Yeah, they sort of pinged like supernatural radar to Victor as that happened.
Did Mason and I feel something, or?
You didn't, because your senses aren't as heightened as Victor's.
But Patrick glitches.
Patrick's like, oh, that didn't feel good. It's like someone walked over my grave if I had one.
Just real quick, just so this is for Jaden. Didn't the last time Patrick glitched is when Youngest did some weird mumbo jumbo?
Maybe, yeah.
Thank you.
That's when he kind of solidified.
Sorry.
The last time
he solidified.
He did not glitch at all. He went straight to solid.
Solid for Keegan.
The last time he glitched was in was with the radio.
Yeah.
He glitched with the radio. Okay.
Yeah, he disappeared after the radio.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Youngest from that area. Didn't Youngest drop out of the ball from the radio, or is that something else?
He
got thrown up.
That's right. Thank you. Context.
Still with radio, though, yeah. By the way, I'm moving my lips as if I'm speaking to Keegan in case people see him, like, talking. Not that it would be weird just for him to be talking, but as he is discussing things with Patrick, I'm making sure it looks as normal as possible.
Yes. But you do notice Keegan suddenly kind of stop.
Like I give like a sharp look in one direction, as if like you would know that that's how I react with when Patrick is around, and I will say, so my brother was just blurred for a second.
Well, considering what we're looking for and what else might be around, that's not too strange, but did he say anything? Is he in pain?
He didn't like it.
I'm all right. I went a bit funny, but I'm okay now.
Pat, do you know, do you have a sense of where it came from? I would like to take a more active read of the room. Or just in case, I would like to see where all of my companions are to make sure that they are not, that nothing is popping off right now.
Oh, knowing that Mason is right next to Victor, when you turn to look at us, I'm staring straight at you.
Oh,
Yeah, you just see Victor staring directly at you from across the room. Just.
I feel like somebody has information for us. Bunny.
I think it's my turn to lead, and I continue the dancing movement, so we're very clearly moving towards the others.
Yeah, you sort of shimmy away. Jazz, would you like to make a survey? I know you were looking for some people before. Would you like to make a survey roll to see if you notice anybody?
That'd be dandy. Give me a sec.
Mason, did you feel that?
But I didn't feel anything, right? Because
It doesn't feel anything?
No. Okay. You notice Victor's reaction, though. That was obvious. Jazz, what'd you get?
5.
A 5. As you look around, you see this interaction occur as someone dressed as a bat walks away from Victor and Mason. Victor now staring someone staring into the void at Keegan from where you're dancing. And as you spin and you face now the opposite way to where Keegan's facing as you shimmy across the floor, you notice an extremely tall, lanky man, probably like 6'4", 6'5", dressed in a grey, black, and white striped suit with a raccoon mask on. And talking to some other people, there's another lady there who you don't quite recognize yet, who's dressed in like a stag mask with like a dark chocolate brown dress. And also another man dressed as a tiger. And you recognize this man as the editor-in-chief of the Newfaire Chronicle, the biggest paper in the city. And his name is Fordham Drask.
Just out of curiosity, do you think I would have a good relationship with this other paper? Competitive spirit is one thing, but are we in opposition to one another?
Take this in a nice way from me.
Uh-huh,
They probably don't even consider you.
100%. Okay, cool. I adopted from my uncle a very the news is meant to be news take on journalism, and I wouldn't necessarily stand for other publications that try to hide things or lie. What's their deal?
They're the biggest paper in the city, which means most news that people get come through them, and a variety of others that are sort of middling. You're very much a one-woman outfit, so it's hard for you to get the circulation that they do. They report on everything from major headlines, political news. They're kind of like a one with a section for everything. There's also like a gossip column section as well. Adverts in the paper, news of events coming up, obituaries, bit of everything. They're kind of unrivaled as the biggest paper there. Well, here, at this time.
I guess the question that I'm really trying to ask here is, do I think they're corrupt based on anything I've seen or heard about them?
I mean, it's a big newspaper in a city, so... Your uncle was never a big fan.
That's all I needed to know. And before I potentially drop Keegan and then maybe go see about that bump and grab, not drop Keegan, but like leave him with the others and then be right back, because that worked out so well last time. Do I know the stag and raccoon at all, or are they just talking to him?
The stag, as you get nearer, is a woman with very pale skin, long brown hair. Kind of almost, it blends into like her stag costume, as her costume is also brown. You would know this as Aline Bayou. She is the head of the primacy, aka the government. She is technically what you would call the prime minister of Newfaire. The other man, you're not sure. It's hard to tell with his tiger mask. It's very distracting and orange.
Got it. So just so we're clear, the raccoon is the Newfaire Chronicle representative and not the tiger.
Not the tiger. You're not sure who the tiger is.
And tiger. All right. Symbolism means a lot, and my opinion has changed from tiger to raccoon. Now, I feel a certain degree of confidence that I'm sure was put on full display with me messing with Keegan previously, that I'm going to continue as I'm sorry, there was a loud noise I couldn't understand for a second. I'm going to continue over to the group, and I recognize an unrivaled political official and somebody who probably doesn't even know I exist, especially as I'm wearing a dress probably for the first time in at least 5 years, and I'm wearing a mask, as you described, covers the vast majority of my face. And as I move away from the group, I sort of like adopt a little bit of a, have I not eaten and maybe had a little bit too much to drink, sway to my like dancing movements. And I'm very clearly aiming to move past forward in particular. But I would like to try to feel around in the most obvious spot where such a coin would go, because he's a big name. If anybody's probably going to be invited, it's him, which is equally true of Aline, but I don't feel as confident there.
Okay. Make a control roll to feel, I was going to say feel up, nope, to feel around in pockets. It's mad.
I know I'm for sure already going to employ a drive as a just in case because I have just the one dot. That's 6. Yeah.
Ah, man, everyone's rolling so well. See the party popping. Do you accidentally sort of drunkenly fall into him? Is that like what you're going for?
I don't want it to be so obvious and bombastic, but I do want my approach to have looked that way. And as I sort of like after the bump and push away, like sort of the sorry is half looking at him and swaying, and then I keep moving as if to say whoops without really feeling that bad about it because I'm at a party. But yes, I do look drunk, but I'm not trying to be too drunk.
He is a very tall man. And luckily for you, because he's a very tall man, you're at kind of the right height for the right pockets. So you sort of sway, feel inside the pocket, and there does seem to be a token in there of something round that you can take with you. You won't be able to look at it freely until you go somewhere else, but you do pocket it.
I'm heading for the ladies. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he looks down at you and goes, "My dear, are you okay?"
Oh, perfectly fine. I just need to get some air or some food or something. And I'm definitely trying to affect not my own voice and say, my apologies. And I'm moving.
No trouble at all. Please make sure you look after yourself. And gestures towards where he knows, like, the ladies are. Bows to you.
Okay, ta-ta. Half a curtsy.
He turns to his friends and goes, "Have you ever seen that young woman before? She seems a bit of a mess." As you drift away, but
I'm muttering in such a fashion that literally no one would be able to hear me, but I heard that.
You want to check what you stole?
Once it seems smart to do so, yes.
Okay. Keegan, you see an expert display of stealing.
Having been brought over to Mason and Victor, I do at least like watch her go, because I am under the impression no one else knows that that's Jazz, and once she has safely committed theft, I will just turn. Well, Keegan is still keeping an eye on the room, so he kind of just backs up into line with these two, and Kim as well, I believe, is there. But just will stand next to Victor and be like, "All right, Patrick glitched. What happened? What's going on?"
So that person that when Patrick glitched, I was speaking with the doctor from Grace Lake, and they're most likely in on this, some way, shape, or form.
How do you figure?
Well, if you remember, the last time that happened, we were in a very peculiar predicament.
Yes, the radio.
We don't happen to have a radio, do we?
Well, I'm worried that if there are people here who have taken this mindless drug,
well, that's not just people that are taking this mindless drug. The person that we just spoke to was the creator of mindless.
I will say, he said he was one of the founding representatives, but Igona Pharmaceuticals is the company that created
Correct.
mindless.
Yeah, but
so
stakeholder is
so
what we've got here.
A man in charge of Grace Lake Sanatorium has kind of a stake in a medicine that would do very well at
Not to mention, the doctor stated that this is a different formula from what was used originally.
Yeah, because there's whatever youngest is inside of it now. Maybe. Or the
And then on
wrong...
top of it, my watch decided to reveal a similar feel as well, or blip. So there's a good possibility that that person, or what is in that person, is very similar to what we dealt with at the apartment, which means we need to get everyone out of here.
Silas, you see your group stood together, sans jazz, looking kind of sus, to the side of the dance floor talking to
We're tired from dancing. I was just led across the dance floor. What are you talking about?
It's 3 guys at a dance. Like that's gonna happen anyways.
Right. So I'm just worried that it's very easy to hook a radio up to a speaker system that would be needed at a party where there is live music, if that has not already happened. So,
do we know if our partner has any sort of musical aptitude for his show?
Meanwhile, Silas.
Has anybody ever actually watched his show?
Well, Silas is over there. He's finishing up a dance with Miss Valentine.
Okay.
oh,
Just finishing
wait. Wait, I'd like to get a read on them.
Victor, you see Silas dancing with your mum across the dance floor. Keegan, you can absolutely make a read. I don't know if Silas wants to be deceptive in any way, but
It's a dance with the woman who hired me.
Uh-huh.
Nothing more than that.
I'm gonna spend
Watching where that hand goes.
I'm gonna spin the drive. I'm watching the body language.
you're using a okay.
I'm using a drive on this. I was waiting. I was waiting for these two to be in a scene together so Keegan could clock them.
Good clock.
Oh God. Okay.
Let's see. I could also use a Solve Is Coming because of Silas's proclivity for cougar hunting, or being hunted by cougars.
I don't know if I appreciate this slander.
It's all in good fun. I love Silas. I just want to know things. Do I want to spend another drive?
This isn't high stakes, but it could be to Keegan. I don't know.
This is high stakes to
Isn't this a
con.
point if I helped you? Wasn't this where we could use that
You
ability?
can offer Keegan one of your drives in cunning, so he can add it to his roll.
In cunning?
I think Reed is cunning.
Yeah, Reed is cunning.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
If-
that's fine.
Okay, awesome, amazing. Oh, that's not in the box. Damn. No, this is what I wanted.
This is what I wanted.
Victor, mark 1 drive as burned from cunning, please.
As out of 4 dice, the highest was a 3.
I mean, Silas. A
This
woman
is
in
a very-
Silas's company.
Par
is
for the
looking like
course.
she's having a good time.
Yeah, obviously, this. Of course, there's nothing else going on.
Nothing else going on.
I take
with Silas,
con takes 3 brain.
It is only polite
Okay.
for me to dance with the host at least once.
it's very polite. And Keegan, Silas is exerting himself in public in a very gentlemanly manner and dancing with the hostess, aka Victor's mother.
Nothing of the sort.
You are dancing with Anna Valentine.
Yes. As I'm dancing with her, and as it kind of comes to an end, I guess, what can you tell me about the pianist here? You seem very new to the area.
Oh, the pianist. Oh, isn't she talented?
Quite.
Well, I
She
know
said
her
she-
name. It's Abigail. Is Abigail? I think
Yes.
Abigail. I can't remember her last name. But I know she's usually known as the stage name as Tabby, and she was recommended by one of my sons, Ivan recommended her. He'd seen her perform various concerts around the Red Lamp and also up in the eaves for some of our friends. And I thought she'd be a great fit for the party.
Interesting. I mean, she had only been here, she said, because I had spoken with her briefly earlier, and she said she had only been here for about 6 months. And she must be quite talented to get a reputation that way to get here.
Exceptionally so. She arrived, she was already classically trained, I think, from, I can't remember. I think maybe it was even otherwhere, which is unusual. But she seems to have assimilated very well. I think she had relations here in Newfaire, some of her family that she moved in with, but now has her own place and seems exceptionally successful.
Interesting. Okay.
Have you two crossed paths before? I know you're usually in the club somewhat.
Tonight actually was the first night I'd even seen her. But I guess she had gotten word of me.
Silas, well, darling, lots of people have word of you.
True that.
But she is newer to town, and maybe you need to get out more.
More than I already do. That'd be a problem.
Or get in more, up to you.
Okay. So, do you by chance know if she's going to actually go to the auction? Is she that popular?
No offense to Tabby, but I don't think she quite has the funds to attend the auction that my husband is hosting.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Most of us artists, we really don't.
I feel you're doing quite well for yourself.
Only through the generous offerings of my patrons.
Generosity begets generosity.
Mm-hmm. Well, I will. I'd like to excuse myself. I do have a show to prepare for. Because I'm about to say, well, I mean, it's probably what, 30 minutes.
It's now about 9:30 at the moment. Yeah.
I do have a show I need to prepare for, my dear. So if you would kindly excuse me.
Of course.
I hope to see you there.
I hope to see you afterwards.
And
if you'd be willing, of course. I know you're a busy man.
Let us see how the night unfolds.
Of course. And she does a polite curtsy to you as you break apart, and she goes to mingle some more.
Yeah, and before I meet up with the guys and then leave, I'm gonna go to the pianist because she's probably, imagine at least right now, between sets.
Yeah, like the last dance has just stopped, so you've broken away from Anna, and they're sort of taking like a 5-minute water/drink break.
I walk over. I was like, "Oh, Miss Tabby, the music has been wonderful tonight."
I know, it's been great. Did you enjoy your dance? Dances.
I do. I do enjoy the dance. It is one way I, had to make a name. Now, will I see you at my show?
I told you, if I can find a minute. But I believe we are actually having a break at that time. The hosts are being very kind and letting the staff who are capable of doing so break away and watch the show if we desire.
Good. I held up my end of the bargain.
Oh, sweetie. Well, I suppose I could make an appearance then.
Very well. I will let you continue your break. I have to attend to a couple of matters before my show, and I bid you adieu.
I mean, you could bring me a drink if you felt gentlemanly.
Very well. I'll raise my hand for a server and hand her a nice drink.
Oh, I don't usually drink while I'm playing, but it's Newfaire Eve.
That's it. It's a good time tonight.
Holds to clink. Clink. Downs it in one. Just like refreshing. Delightful.
Very good. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Away with you.
I'll go walk off to the three gentlemen. Just
the lads are together.
Nah.
Lads are here.
Gentlemen, what is going on? You should be on the dance floor right now.
I lost my dancing partner.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Very good, my man. But I don't
Jazz,
know.
you
Jazz will like
hear that from across the ballroom. Silas is not subtle as you walk off to do what you need.
But I don't know how Jazz
yeah.
will feel about this.
I think she'll be pretty all right with it.
Oh, okay. You know more than I do then.
I do, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's it. There are a lot of things happening tonight. My uncle is attended by a lovely woman, and I'm not sure why security is allowed to dance, but who am I to judge?
What are you talking? He literally appears from nowhere behind you, just, you dissing me.
What? Where did you...
I'm everywhere. I'm security. I can dance if I want. I'm keeping an eye. I'm an owl. My head goes in all directions.
Yeah,
See everything.
we're gonna have a long conversation later about secrets and maybe boundaries. And
I don't know what you're talking about. You're having a lovely time. Oh, hello, lads. How are you? I'm his uncle. I don't know if I've met you before, or maybe in passing. I'm Lachlan.
Good evening, Mr. Locke.
Good evening.
Anyway, lad, you wanted me. What did you want?
Well, okay. Well, first, were you able to bring the bag I gave you earlier with some of like weapons, just in case? Not expecting to need them, but you know, you're smuggling things in for other people, so I just wanted to double check that you just because I can't bring them in through the door. Did you bring the stuff?
Looks at Mason, goes, I couldn't bring you a baseball bat. It was a bit much of a task even for me. But if you just go into the side room over there and dress as what looks like, well, like people are going in and out, carrying like trays of canapes and food and stuff. He's like, if you look, there's a secret panel on the right. I've put a few things in there for you, but don't make it too obvious.
Right.
You okay?
Well, am I okay?
The collective you okay? Artemis said you might need to not keeping an eye on. I know that Burns here somewhere.
Yeah, he's about to be a part of the show. On that note, I have to go prepare. Gentlemen,
So
I bid you good night, at least for the moment. I will see you all later.
Right. Good luck.
are we attending the show?
We've got a little bit of time. Now, I know you'll hear about... I know, Mason, I believe you've got quids in at the auction, am I right? Candela budget and all that.
Just nods.
Excellent. Well, you'll be wanting that room over there, and points to where Silas indicated he saw people and a greater security presence from earlier. He goes, that'll be the auction room for later, but you need a token thingy to get in. I'm allowed in because I'm security and they can't miss me in this outfit, so...
Neither can the women.
I know, right? It's a good time. Miss Devereaux is a great friend.
At least
Sure.
there's a name.
A name, you say?
To be
Indeed.
researched later. Lightkeeper, if you'll allow me, I would love to come back at this time, but I would also love to have ditched my opera gloves, and assuming I had similar access to that room when I was swapping outfits previously, and that's where staff comes in and out of, how hard would it be to have grabbed a staff mask? I'm not trying to blend in as staff, but as I understand it, they all have different animals, and I don't want a politician or a newspaper person looking for that rabbit who bumped into him and maybe took his coin.
Do a hide for me.
Sounds
Be
great.
stealth about it.
So has Lachlan walked away yet, or no?
He's kind of stood there. He's like, if you don't need me, I'll get back to my job, but just checking in.
It's another 5.
Another 5. Yeah, you see there's like a pile of them. There are only rabbits left because you got a mixed success, but you can take one without being noticed.
I was about to say, they got to be different than the one I brought in myself. So, yep.
There are only rabbits. But it looks different from your mask, at least.
I'll grab the most different one I can, and even though it's difficult to alter the actual dress without potentially destroying it, the gloves are gone. I'm gonna stop being a thief to some extent here and not try to grab like a shawl or something. But I come back to the group, sans gloves and different rabbit mask. I'm like, hello everyone. And not all of you know that it's me. This looks like an interesting conversation.
Yes.
Got the accent.
Well, Uncle, again, we're going to have a conversation later. But is that the only entrance and exit to that room?
That is available to the public, yes. There's a back way that goes out towards where we've been loading crates in and out. It's down like a long gallery, so it's all the way down the other end, and that's kind of the servants' entrance. But we do have security posted up at each one.
And what are they wearing?
Gestures over to like one of the people in the burgundy suits with the mask similar to what Jazz is now wearing, but a different animal.
Great. All right.
Listen,
and you don't.
I can't be seen to be doing anything untoward.
Yes, I know. You've done enough of that tonight.
What is this attitude I'm catching?
I couldn't imagine what you're talking about. Well, we've got some things to handle for Candela, so you can go back to securing Miss Deborah, and
that was secured a while ago, lad. Don't worry. I locked that down.
Yeah, it's in the name. Uncle, it always baffles me that you look better in a suit than I do. But go on with you.
Go on with you. Right. I'm getting back to work. You lot keep safe. And I swear, if I see
my
that
favorite
bird
thing
around
to
here,
say. Each security person I run into.
She's a good one. And Lee is to man a post somewhere. He's doing something.
So now we have to decide what we're doing.
It's getting up to 10 o'clock.
The show starts soon. Did you decide, are we going in early or are we going to wait until after the show and do it more open?
I think it might be best for us to divest our investments. I've increased the odds of more of us being able to get in if and when the auction takes place with us still present, but if we don't want to rely on that being the only means by which we can figure it out, perhaps you're right in that we should see about getting it done while there's a suitable distraction on stage very shortly.
We just need to talk to him about making a suitable distraction.
Oh, I believe he understands the assignment.
People you see are starting to file into the room where Silas has been prepping with Rochelle.
I will take the opportunity as a coordinator of the event to walk into that room.
Oh, absolutely. No one stops you. I just want to ask, is Kim also attending the show or is she stood aside?
She had walked away after that whole situation with the warden, and she's still in the ballroom, but she's wandered off into a corner somewhere, just observing the general area and kind of thinking to herself. And she's starting to she looks very concerned of what she'd learned, but she's starting to feel I don't know if we ever talked about this before. She's very a suppressed person with her emotions, but she's starting to feel a lot more emotions bubble up, and she doesn't quite know how to deal with it. So she's somewhere.
You hear a "Aw" next to you.
She's gonna look over and down. Oh, Hello. Right. You don't normally interact with me. Usually it's Artemis directly, and I don't really know what what do you. Silas is getting ready for a show, if that's who you're looking for.
Oh, don't worry, Dr. Leon, and I will be joining Silas at his show shortly, but I thought I might check on you since the others seem to be over there grouped up. And you hear this voice in your head as Cole stares at you, one bird eye to the left.
And this is the first time she's above tables. This is the first time she's ever had that happen.
Yeah, and when it's you've had messages from Artemis, but Cole has never. Well, you assume it's Cole, never spoken directly to you.
She's going to go, oh, out loud, and then she's going to say, I guess, more to herself, trying to be inconspicuous, but probably failing. That's never happened. I didn't know you could do that. I'm fine, I guess. There's a lot of information that happened a few minutes ago, and I just needed to, and then there are other things popping in my head, so I needed to I guess digest those things.
I understand. I thought I would just come and sit with you to make sure you were okay.
I'm fine. I'm always fine. I'm fine. I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, I'm very well, thank you. Do you like my bow tie?
Yes. Why blue and white?
I like blue and white.
Okay. Oh, it's very nice.
Thank you.
Okay.
You also look very lovely. I would encourage you to observe as much as possible. I did not like that fellow who was dressed like a bat.
Yes, he's a problem. He's the reason why Mindless has changed, or he's part of the reason. I don't know how to fix this, but the Mindless now is very different from the Mindless then.
It is unnerving, but I'm glad to sense that you have not taken any yourself. And that is, I think, good.
Well, of course not. I don't need to. I understand how pharmaceuticals work, and it was mainly for our soldiers, and my focus back then was very, very different. I was a different person.
Yes, we're all different people before the war.
Right.
But if you would like, I can accompany you if you would like some help. Or otherwise, I will go to Silas.
I mean, I see our the circle over there. I see our group. You should probably get to the show.
But do you want me to stay with you?
It's okay. I mean, you could if you like.
Doctor, do you want me to stay with you?
No, it's all right.
Okay. Well, I keep a bird's eye view on you. Yes.
Thank you. And
sort of hops because he doesn't want to fly in a ballroom. Just starts bird hopping away, like doop, 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 doop.
And as he hops away, she's gonna like walk toward the group, so she could be there. She's not. She's unsettled being by herself suddenly.
You see Cole hopping through all of you to get to Silas. Victor hops past you with your cane. Flies up to Silas's shoulder, goes, in for a good show, yes?
Always a good show.
I do like your tricks. Well, it seems we have an audience, and it seems everyone is coming to watch. I'll keep an eye out.
Very good.
But before we go to the showroom, I would like to go get the bag that my uncle left.
Yes. Make a hide. Yes. Hide roll to do it stealthily, please.
Can I walk to the room with him I wouldn't be in that scene, but on his way out again, would I be able to help use in this together?
Of
To give him
course.
I'll burn a drive.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can apply saw this coming, because I did tell my uncle to smuggle equipment in for us.
What is the wording of saw this coming?
3 times per assignment, you may add +1 dice to a circle member's roll without spending drive by saying how you prepared for this kind of situation together.
Oh yeah, you can totally add that, yeah. But I think it might have to be Jazz making the roll in that case, but it doesn't say it can't be you.
It says to a circle member, so
Yeah, you can add one. Yeah, you saw this coming. You prepared.
okay, awesome. Let's come on. Do let something go my way.
I think it's been going all right for Keegan so far.
Because I haven't really been rolling. All right, here we go. Hide 6.
I think someone starts coming towards you who would notice, and Jazz pulls the I'm slightly drunk routine again to distract them, kind of falling into them, which means you can get to where you need to unobserved and indeed find a bag of assorted armaments behind a secret panel that your uncle left for you.
All right, just need to have something just in case.
I do need clarification on what you did ask for.
My knife. I don't know. I guess lockpicking equipment, if it's if we need it. Those would be the 2 big things. I am not going to ask him for a gun unless he has a gun to offer.
He has a gun to offer, but do you want a gun in a crowded room full of people?
Keegan doesn't like guns. No. And then I will, so just the knife, the lockpicks. I don't know exactly what else we would need, because Mason is already packing weapons. We'll go with that. We'll go with those 2 things. And on the way out, I will loop my arm through Jazz's if she lets me, and just say, I don't know if it's the mask or if this is a side of you I just haven't noticed before, but you're really amazing. Nope, I can do better than that. You're impressive, Jazz.
It actually means quite a lot. And I do appreciate the change in your word of preference. That's quite the compliment, Keegan.
I'm not a talker, so it just takes a second to get the right words.
You do just fine. More than that on most occasions. I do have to say it's been quite fun running around in a dress, but after 2 she's a little bit too drunk, isn't she, maneuvers, I'm going to have to do one last disappearing act. But next time I'm back, I'm there to stay. And I'm off to be back in my suit and fox outfit because at this point I am worried about people talking about that girl in the bunny mask.
Yeah, you hear someone else go, you hear one of the serving people go, fuck, that was a bit of a mess. Is she okay? So now it's happened twice. You do need to change.
Yep.
And then as Jazz changes, do you make your way with the group towards, I presume, Silas' show?
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say so. If we took time to discuss it amongst the group, I believe I would suggest that we get a good sense of what the show is going to entail and take any information we've learned up to this point to potentially see what it would be like to abscond from the performance and investigate where things might be held. Because this is our time, assuming the distraction is working, to see about finding the calyx before the auction.
That's what I was doing, is going in the backstage to speak to Silas directly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Silas Victor comes up to you as you're about to perform.
Monsieur Valentine, what can I do for you?
I'm just coming in to wish you a good show and find out when the big explosion happens.
Oh, an explosion. You think so little of me. No, so we start out with a nice, simple sawing the girl in half. Just to draw the attention. The rest of the show is very, very much drawn to me. Lots of card tricks. So,
I apologize, ma'am. Can you please step out of the room for a moment? And he looks straight at Rochelle.
Looks at Silas.
it's okay. Just-
Okay.
Do the last minute adjustments. I'll be out in a moment.
It's all right. I need to go change anyway. And she goes to the
Thank you.
side room somewhere.
I apologize if this interrupts anything. It's just I need to speak with him directly.
Oh, she's gone.
Okay. Close his door. All right. Bullshit out of the way. We're going to try to find a way in the back, but we need a distraction that's actually going to make a distraction. Those card tricks ain't going to do it this time.
So what do you suggest, Valentine?
In all honesty, something big. Something that'll, let's say, put it on the front page of the City Chronicle.
My right hand twitches. Kind of flexes. Okay. There's a chandelier, right?
Of course, there's a chandelier.
I think I can do that.
Not my chandelier. And my family will pay for it anyways.
Yes, they will.
And
anything else?
For a moment, he gets ready to ask a question. And he holds it back. Not the right time. But we will speak again.
Of course we
after
will.
all this is over.
Of course we will. We work for Candela after all.
Right. He'll place a hand on his shoulder and say, make it big. We're going to need a big distraction.
Yeah, that's all I know.
And he'll walk out and go back to
Valentine.
Yes.
Good luck. All of you.
When can we expect it?
My show is designed for about 45 minutes. So expect the finale to lead and start to lead up around 9 or 10:30, 10:45.
He pulls out his watch. The watch is a fancy watch. We decided that from the beginning. And he'll turn the timer. This is 10:35. No earlier, no later. We have to do this correct, or we ain't making it out alive.
I think with what I have up my sleeve, so to speak, you'll get what you need.
I hope so. You do say you're the best. Now you just have to prove it. And he'll walk out.
Rochelle comes back in. She's changed out of her dove outfit and is still sort of wearing the mask, but a smaller version. And she's got kind of a 1920s style bathing suit on in the same fabric as her dress with like embroidered feathers, more like a showy magician's assistant with tights, short heels. Just like, I'm ready.
Wonderful timing.
As always.
The finale is going to change a little bit, but
is this the time when I need to like get the fuck out, like you said, if something goes wrong?
Maybe. I don't know yet.
Okay.
But the finale will change just a smidge. Everything is still the same, just the finale is adjusted.
Okay, I got your back, boss. Oh Christ, there's a bird in here, and you see Cole just Is he part of the show? Am I being replaced with a bird?
No. Accentuated, my dear.
Oh, hey bird. And she goes up to the bird and goes, does he like scritches? Does he
He does.
scritches? Cole goes,
Go. Jordan.
ah.
There you
Okay,
go.
don't get too used to ordering me around though. I know no one else can hear me, but I'm not a bird. Well, not a pet.
Well, Rochelle, shall we?
Showtime.
Mm-hmm.
It's a packed room with some of the main patrons at the front. Anna Ballantyne, of course, at the front as the rest of the Ballantyne family get ready for the auction without Victor. And you see sort of towards the back to the side. Okay, Tabby did come and look at the show after all.
She held her end of the bargain.
Now let's see how good a distraction this is.
Alrighty. Well, I step on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, let us have a nice round of applause for our hosts, the O'Sheas and the Ballantynes.
Polite clapping around the room.
I want to welcome you here. This will hopefully be a wonderful, wonderful show full of wonderful tricks to entice all of you to stay. Now, as they say back home, laissez le bon timbrele. Let the good times roll. My assistant Rochelle, please, the box.
The box is bought. She wheels the box out. It's quite funny because she's like 4'11" and the box is quite big. So she is pushing it easily, but the size difference is quite comedic.
I assume a lot of you have seen this before. And I begin to kind of guide her through and just talk the way that I would for the sawing and half trick, you know. I have her stand in front of the box, walk around the box. I walk around to show that nothing screwy is going on. She climbs in. Of course, within the box, she's configured the way she needs to be. And I begin to saw, split it in half and show it off. Ta-da!
Now, I need you to make a very important... Well, this is high stakes for your group. You're not going to die, but I need you to make a sway.
I'm going to use a drive.
Okay.
And because I have 2 resistances... Well, no, never mind. Never mind. That's a different roll. Different roll. It's a gilded 6.
Listen, you tell me how this show goes and what happens.
Oh, this show...
I'm not...
This show goes wonderfully. So we start off with the sewing and half trick. That goes off without a hitch. Rochelle comes out back in one piece. Then it gets a little bit more intimate. I bring everyone in at least as close as I can. I bring up a guest for the 3-card Monty. Pull up the 3-card Monty without a hitch. You know, the simple, what I did with Keegan and Mason. Easy. The next trick. Triumph. And with Triumph, it's the same trick that I did with Tabby. So I have another guest come up. They identify a card. And everyone is able to come in. I show off the card like this is the card that they want. It's sitting face down with the rest of the cards that are mixed face up, face down. Put the deck back together. I shuffle. Couple of little sleight of hands. I snap my fingers, spread the cards out. All the cards except the one that was identified are face down. Another one without a trouble. The third trick is going to be any card at any number. I ask Miss Ballantyne to name one card and a number between 1 and 52.
Queen of Hearts.
And a number between 1 and 52.
23.
Very well. I take the deck, shuffle a little bit, start to flip card after card after card face up. You said it was 23. I get to number 22. I say, hey, this is supposed to be your card. What do you think?
Well, we've not got to 23 yet.
This next one I'm about to flip will be.
Well, then I hope it's mine.
I flip. It's the Queen of Hearts.
Ah. I knew you wouldn't let us down.
No. The next one is going to be the ambitious card. So this one is a couple of rounds, and it's I find a card in various places. The last one, I have the card. Someone has picked it. I shuffle it around. But instead of being where they think it is, it's actually off on Tabby. I call her out. Let's check her pocket.
Okay, but don't get too familiar.
Nope. Just check your pocket. I won't touch.
She actually doesn't have a pocket because she's wearing a dress, but she goes,
Voila.
there's something in there.
Yes, the card that was identified is in her blouse or in her dress.
We're going to talk about how you got that in there later.
Oh, a magician never reveals all the secrets.
Oh, I
Now-
think this magician should.
That's a private conversation.
Hmm.
The final trick. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all being here and enjoying the comfort of my show. But I have one last thing to show you. Now, please, I would like you all to step to the walls. I don't want anyone to get hurt.
Is this the cue for the others to make a move?
Yes.
Okay. You see Silas gesture to do this, and you know that this trick was not in the original set list, and this is the cue to get in position.
All right. Well, let's get moving.
Now, folks, this is not something I often do. This is a special occasion. It's New Year's Eve.
My understanding is everyone's getting ready. Mason is watching. Just so there's complete clarity, Mason is actively watching.
Oh.
I kind of want to watch too, but like we're supposed to get positioned.
You know, Mason, this is a very big detail because Mason is always about the job, but Mason needs to watch this trick.
You've all been sucked into the mystique of this show. Because once again, this is Silas in his element, and you've kind of all been mesmerized and know you have somewhere else to be, but also you're like, I need to know what the final trick's going to be.
So I think here, even though she's kind of mesmerized, but she's more concerned about the issues. A lot has happened to Kim tonight. She's really now she switches over and she starts to go from team member to team member, go to tell them let's go, literally like almost as if she's in charge back when she was in the military. She's like, hurry up, let's go to where you need to be. And then she goes to Mason finally and goes, Sergeant, I don't need Mason, I need Sergeant.
As you say, you need Sergeant, not Mason. Doesn't look at you, just says, but Mason needs to be right here.
So she's going to take a deep breath, nod, kind of just shake her head a little bit as if that's not what she wanted or expected, and go to where he was supposed to be.
Okay. Jazz, Kim, Victor, Keegan leave. You notice, Silas, that they leave the room, but because your show is so good and the distraction is so good, nobody notices. But you do notice Mason has stayed put.
I see Mason. I give him a nice little wink. And then continue with just a various little description of, oh, the lights, And then before anyone can really see what I'm doing, I shoot up bolt of lightning to the chandelier.
Oh, okay. This is going to be a control roll for it to go where you need it to go.
I'm going to argue that it's sense because I'm
Okay.
channeling the power.
Okay. I will tell you that because it's sense and not control, which is what I've previously stated is the stat for this.
Okay.
This is going to hurt if you fail.
That's why I have at least 3 drive.
Okay.
We're prepped with this one.
I didn't spend any on this for this reason.
Let's go. Rochelle, you see Rochelle start to like kind of back up as if to say, oh, okay.
I'm going to use 2 drive. So that's 4d6 that I'm getting to roll.
Okay.
That's right. We do have the badass here. I got a 5 on the gilded.
Okay. This may hurt a little bit.
I can take a little bit.
So instead of aiming physically, you interact with the sort of spiritual connection to your arm, which you haven't done much yet in Candela for any assignment. And as you connect with that and the lightning starts firing, the world around you stops and you see lightning escaping from you in the direction that you want it to go.
Mm.
And next to you, you see Vale stood mimicking the gesture as you're doing it. And he goes, long time no see. Isn't this fun?
Does he stay there when the lightning's done?
Everything is frozen around you. You are like in a freeze frame right now.
Oh. Okay.
I see you're stealing my trick again.
You never use this. And this is an emergency. I don't do this lightly.
Neither did I. You wanted to stop me, though. Now, did you want to stop me because you were jealous or because you cared? And be honest, I'm in here.
Both.
At least
You
can
were a
take the
friend,
mask off
Vale.
me. I was, and I liked being your friend. I was there at one of your best shows, you know.
I realize that now.
Well, my disguises were always better. But you've been living in yours for too long. Thanks for trying to save me, though.
What good it did.
You were the only person that really knew me, I think. Although we do share some people in common, I think, now. And he gestures towards Anna Ballantyne. Now, she's a feisty one.
You knew Anna.
Oh, I knew Anna. I think I was her favorite before you were.
We could always argue that later, I guess. Oh, wait, we can't.
I don't know. You can call on me again at some time. I think I'm always going to be with you at this point, friend.
Oh, is that what is this arm is your gift for me to stay in my head?
You don't want your friend with you? Rude. But you didn't think you'd get away scot-free from pushing me out of the way of a giant lightning bolt, did you?
No. But I hoped we at least both would have made it out.
Ah, well, I'd rather one of us than none of us. But this looks like a fun time.
This is one of my best shows.
Is it as good as mine? Maybe.
At least I live to do it.
Oh, burn. That was rude. Speaking of burn, and he flicks back into you as everything does, and your arm starts burning so hard. And you take 2 points of bleed. Actually, no, you take 2 points of body as your arm starts burning up, but the lightning goes where you need it to go. It hits the chandelier, everything fuses. And you guys who have moved outside of the room notice that all of the lights go out that aren't torches or candles. And everyone goes, oh, shot gasp from the audience as darkness.
And if there's a way when it goes dark, I'm gonna just hobble away to behind the stage.
You can make it. Burning flesh,
Oh, yeah.
smell emanating off of you. Mason.
The moment the lights go out, it's go time. So Mason turns, and because of seeing that, like, Silas did the lightning, I'm like, if he's gonna do it, let's do it. And I'm gonna allow the world to exist around me and absorb all the stimuli to basically run towards where we need to go. I'm going into full Sergeant Mason tactical commander.
Okay.
And I'm basically going full, like, moving forward so that I can do everything that needs to be done and be aware of all things I need to do to get not only into position to activate our combat, like, awareness mode. We're getting it done.
Are you utilizing any of the bleed Silas just gave off to do so?
Oh, that's the idea. I'm like,
okay.
I'm like, it's time. I'm using like the lightning light, and I'm letting all, basically it's like when you look into the sun and you let the light hit. I'm doing the equivalent of like that lightning. I'm like, let's do it.
Roll move, Mason.
Oh, a gilded one. Let's do it.
We know what we're good at here.
We're gonna add in a drive because anytime we're gilded, we gotta do it. That's double sixes, one of them being a gilded.
Tell me what happens, Mason.
So, like, I see the lightning, and in the same moment, I just give a nod as I exhale fully, essentially emptying my lungs, letting my heart rate slow, and I allow the feeling of the bleed that I normally, like, tone down by, like, dampening my senses and just let it flood. And as it does, there is that moment. If anyone has ever experienced that when you work out in a hot room enough that the sweat on you can create steam, but in the sense of more of like the bleed is coming out of basically all the bleed I've held in my body, I'm like, let's do it. So it can come out, and I turn and I go into a low posture to basically increase my momentum in full like parkour style, so that I just slip through everything forward to head towards everything and every detail. Like all of my comrades they're no longer who they were. That's the other half of it. Everyone becomes like pieces on a chessboard because it's tactical movement. Like we have the bishop, we have the rook, we have the two knights, and we're getting everything in position to move as we need. It's full, even like my eyes give off the faintest like glow as if I have that predatory like night vision occurring.
That happens. You become the Flash. You I think they don't even see you. You guys outside, as people are now distracted with the lights going out, security is briefly distracted. As you feel something pass by you at lightning speed, and then as he passes, you realize it's Mason going 1,000 miles an hour into... Do you want to go through the front door or round the back, like Lachlan suggested, to try and get into this auction room?
Through the front.
Through the front door. And nobody in the main ballroom seems to notice. Mason, where do you want to be in the room that you enter?
So my understanding is the order of operations, I don't know if there's other items on auction.
Right.
Yes.
We don't know the order of the items coming in.
No.
Yeah. I want to enter into the whatever middle of the area can be where everyone is to get the most tactical awareness. And I basically want to identify all possible threats. And if possible, because tactical awareness, I want to determine if anyone has even a fragment of bleed in them to get an idea of threat analysis in that moment.
You lightning into this room, and you stop sort of in the middle of this a long gallery, but a shorter gallery than what Silas was performing in, with plinths lined up in the middle with various dark boxes over them, and you end up in an alcove in the middle of this space in darkness because you crit. No one sees you. You see in the room several security staff walking up and down, sort of like, was that a breeze that went past me? You also see Ivan and Eric Valentine getting ready for the auction on sort of a slight podium that's raised up at the end of the room that's furthest towards the back. And there are just plinths covered in dark boxes here. And even though your senses aren't as attuned as Victor's, bleed in this room is immense. Doesn't hurt you, but bleed in this room is immense right now. Coming from almost every plinth in this space.
And I'll take any consequence to this following request. With the amount of bleed, I want to keep my senses open to it to maintain a constant stream of awareness.
This is going to be a sense roll.
Beautiful.
I'll warn you, if you fail, this is going to hurt.
I want it to hurt.
Do it. Do it.
I want to hurt you. No, I don't. Roll anyway.
So, by the way, I have no Dodson sense.
Excellent. Good start.
Double fives.
Okay.
Double
Double fives. As you try and you've whizzed into this room, you try and attune your senses as you know them as your sort of spatial hyper awareness. Tell me specifically again what you were looking for.
So my goal is to take all the bleed and kind of let it go into my body, because what I want to do is be able to determine which item might be which based off that signature to track the cube as it moves over time. Basically, I want to put like, I can identify each of their signatures, even if I don't know what they are, to then be able to track the cube in the event something else happens.
Okay. You're going to take a point of bleed. From just vroom, vroom, radiation bleed washing over you. But you do identify a signature that's... Youngest was talking about frequencies and being on the same wavelength. And you can tune into that. And by doing so, you start to pick up on the frequency of the symbol that was burned into Alec Desai's hand that you sensed into the room. Not necessarily of what was controlling him or anything to do with Mindless, but that specific frequency. It's coming from the pocket of Ivan Ballantyne, Victor's oldest brother.
The signature I'm looking for is coming from Ivan, meaning Ivan has it or something related to it.
One could assume.
Damn, that might be one less sibling Victor has to have by the time this is done. Whoops. I'm clocking that. I'm just going to hold on to... I'm going to be subtly observing Ivan from here on out.
Okay.
Like, I'm not gonna stare at him, but I'm gonna keep him in my peripheral at minimum.
You guys watch Mason teleport past you, question mark, into the room. What are you doing?
Following Mason.
Okay. You can follow freely because you are you. What's everyone else doing?
I was going to head for the back door, the back entrance. And I will, I mean, if Kim and Jazz have not yet entered, because I know that Kim doesn't technically have a way in, and I am not on the list, but Jazz is. But I'm gonna go around back because I'm not on the list.
Kim is also gonna go around back because she doesn't have a token. She's not on the list, and she just assumed that was the plan anyway, so she went around back.
I need both of you to roll hide as you attempt to go to the back entrance. Or one of you can roll with help from the other one.
I'm gonna roll. Well, how much do you have in hide? Because I only have one in hide.
I also only have one, but I have some drive and cunning that I can spend if you also want to help me.
So you roll and I'll spend a drive because I have one drive left in cunning.
Okay,
so
you can add Kim's drive.
So
to your roll.
do I get 2 or 3?
You have 1, so with her drive added is 2. You can burn more drive if you'd like.
I'm gonna burn more drive because this feels important.
And can we argue that what Silas did gives some kind of advantage of sort? Because that's...
I will say, because you're going out the back way, and that is where security is, like people loading in and out, they're not going to get advantage from that way.
Mm,
They are a bit distracted, but it's still tricky.
Yeah. it's not so. Okay. I tried, guys. I did my part.
Oh,
Appreciate the hustle.
I was hoping
Literally.
because the power went out, so I'm still hoping that like that gives us something.
They're definitely distracted, but guess shouldn't be around here.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna burn a drive. I'm gonna take the help. So we got 3 here. I did not see this coming because
You did not see this coming.
would this count as, because this is my detective thing. I have stakeout, which when I am tailing a suspect or conducting surveillance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to find the best opportune time to move. Yeah, I'll
This-
allow that.
This would it allows me to use survey instead of hide.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you do that.
Okay, then I get one more. Get one more.
In that
just
case,
to-
Kim, burn an intuition drive, not a cunning drive.
Okay.
Okay. I don't wanna fuck this
Okay.
up. We're lost. We're just lost. We're scared. The power went out. That's a 6.
Woo! Spend those resources. You head around the back with Kim, and Kim helps you focus on when the best time to move would be. Her focus as a doctor and her eye for detail, as well as yours, as well as your natural instincts of being a soldier previously on the battlefield with dexterity, allows you to move to the back door just as 2 guards get distracted by a bulb glowing outside on one of the outside lights, and allows you to slip past them into the back of the room. You shut the door.
Shut the door. What do we see?
You are currently, Mason would know it, but you don't know it, at the back of this long room. And in front of you, there's sort of some tables and chairs, higgledy-piggledy set up, some like maybe smaller rooms off to the side, and in front of you, a large velvet curtain that you can't quite see out of yet, that's set up to obviously cover what is happening back here where you have just entered. Keegan, I
Yes.
do need you to roll entering this space sense.
Sense.
Patrick will help you.
Patrick will help me, which means can I use his ability that allows me to use survey instead of less of sense?
Of course you can. Of course.
Okay, hold on. What else can I do? I wanted to argue saw this coming because I was going to use Patrick to use.
I'm gonna say, Keegan, you didn't see this coming.
I did. I see everything. All right. Does Khan get the sense that this is an important role?
I'd say you won't die, but it could hurt. Medium.
Interesting. You keep saying that. I will not burn a drive. I will.
Okay.
Boo.
Boo! Hey, we're living on
Please,
the.
the crowd be quiet when deciding resource points. Thank you so much.
That would be a 4.
A 4. You enter this space. Just like Mason felt, even though you don't know it. Just a wave of heat and magic washes over you. It's like you're on fire all over your body, and your eyes start to burn in their sockets as the amount of bleed, both of a similar frequency to you and Patrick and opposing, hits you with your attuned paranormal senses, and you will take a 2 bleed because you are more attuned than Mason is.
That's 4.
Kibby, you see Keegan drop. What do you do?
I see what? Who? You? What do you mean? I see Keegan drop? I don't
You see Keegan
I
enter the room, seemingly freeze, and crumple to the floor.
I mean, if my eyes were burning, I think there would be a moment where like I reach up towards my face and then just fall down.
Damn it. Kim's going, well, surprised. She's going to be like, well, shit. And she's going to go into doctor mode. Oddly enough, despite the elegance of the dress that she has, for some reason she's still carrying her doctor bag because it's Kim and it's not supposed to be, she doesn't know how to dress anyway, so it's fine. And she's going to kneel next to Keegan. And keeping in mind that she still has the scarring on her hands, so the dexterity of her hands are very diminished, it's harder for her to examine people like she normally would. And then she's going to go in her bag and take out some smelling salts. But she still assumes it's smelling salts. I'm assuming it's dark back here, so she can't see.
You can see enough. There's
Okay.
enough light for you to see.
All right, cool. So she pulls out smelling salts. It's not a different vial. And she's going to pretty much like shove it up Keegan's nose.
As you enter this space, your hands start to glow. Magic hands.
Yeah.
And potentially healing hands. If you accept that this will hurt you,
Mhm.
would you like a higher chance of success of trying to revive Keegan in this moment?
Sure.
Then I will let you roll a focus with an
Okay.
extra dice.
A gilded 5, a 3, and a 2.
Okay. I'll take the gilded 5. As you hold the smelling salts up to Keegan, something about this room makes your hands twitch. And that energy seems to flow into these smelling salts with your intention to say, hey, wake up. And for a split second, you see Patrick slapping Keegan awake as Keegan, you come back to consciousness. Kim, you are going to take a body
Okay.
from your hands now burning. Keegan,
Okay.
you are awake with all of your marks removed from bleed except one, as Patrick kind of slaps you awake. And he goes, wah!
Ow! What? My eyes hurt.
Yeah, you kind of down there a second. Ow. But you went down, and I'm assuming it's because the bleed in the room. And
Great.
for the first time, you see not only he can see her hands glowing.
Yeah.
Keegan sees her hands glowing, but also in her bag is a small vial that's her bleed detector. That's also glowing a little bit, and she very rarely takes it out, but you could see it kind of emanating from her bag a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is, and clearly there's a lot of bleed back here because you went down pretty hard almost instantly, like as soon as we got back here. I mean, it's a good wait, you distracting the guards was great, but now that you're awake, are you awake?
Yes, I'm awake. I'm to like, how do my eyes feel?
Yeah.
You're
And,
seeing... It's like almost one eye is seeing normally, the other eye is seeing in bleed.
Oh, that's disconcerting.
Oh.
And you
Oh.
notice that what's actually not disconcerting is Keegan's eyes have always had white pupils and green irises and then white. Now one of his eyes just looks brown. He's got one brown eye and one weird green eye now.
Okay, so listen very carefully.
Yeah.
You're probably not gonna be able to see well. I need to ask you a very specific question, and I need you to be very honest in your answer. Do you
Okay.
want to see normally, or do you want to see how Patrick sees?
I guess
I
I
need
would
you
prefer. I guess I would prefer to see how Patrick sees.
Okay, good. She's going to reach into her bag and she's going to pull out a medical eye patch. They come literally like this, like little squares, and she's going to pull out some tape and she's going to tape his regular seeing eye.
What?
Sorry.
I
This
can.
is the- I get it, but it's gonna be very disconcerting for you to like really focus with one eye looking normal and the other one not. And it's better if you have a patch on. And also it's easier anyway because then people could just assume that you have a medical condition and no one would suspect that you're seeing bleed.
I guess for clarification, is this? Do I have a scar now?
You do
Or-
have a scar,
I do have a scar. Great.
but we can figure out the scar in a
Okay.
moment.
Yeah, I just wanted to specify so I can mark that.
Yes, and you notice Patrick now with an eye patch on too. The eye. But on like the other eye, and you just see that Patrick's now the only eye visible from Patrick is like the green one, and your visible one is the brown one, and he's like, "Fuck, we're pirates."
Oh, that's your response. Okay. Well, thank you for bringing me back, Doctor. Ow.
I get it. I get it. Listen, I think it's
You're-
better, at least for momentarily, until we're done with this whole thing here. I mean, because I wouldn't want you to like be confused about what you're seeing. I think it's better if you actually see what we need to get.
Yeah, we need to get the cube.
Yes.
I will get up and retrieve my dignity from the floor as well, and
I will
proceed.
say you can put the mask over the eye patch if you want.
Yeah.
Ooh, a one-eyed fox. I will. Yeah, I'll put the mask back on
Okay.
and continue.
You hear someone about to come around the curtain, like you see a hand pulling it back, and then go, "No, wait, we need to do something else over here," and then they move away.
I think we should get going. I mean, we need to be not back here. I mean, it doesn't look good for, I mean, I'm in a ball gown. A very red one.
Yes. I just have to write down that my brother and I switched eyes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. The others are probably in position at this point. And if needed, I can restrain a guard, hopefully. But hopefully we don't have to do that.
Okay. Let's go, I guess. Also, please be careful. My hands. Yeah, let's just go.
Meanwhile, Jazz, what are you doing?
Everyone went running off, and one thing that occurred to be the most interesting detail to me was who else outside of our group might be dashing in the direction of the auction room in this chaos. So whatever might have been established previously, unfortunately, I don't do that. I don't go to the back. I don't run to the front, but instead, my first prerogative is to shut my eyes when the lightning happens so that when I open them again, they're not shocked and readjusting to the change in light. And I'm looking for whoever else in the space looks shifty in a fashion that my friends admittedly would as well.
Who looks shifty? Okay, this will be a read roll.
I hoped so.
For shifty.
Yeah, I'll use a drive. It's a 4, but I'll use a drive.
Okay.
That was worth it. That's a 6 now.
Okay. You, as soon as Silas shoots the bolt of lightning, shut your eyes and reopen them as the lights are now off without the contrast. People you see turning. Oh, everyone's looking at the chandelier. The people who don't look at the chandelier but look somewhere else. Anna Ballantyne looks at Silas and then looks in the direction of the auction room. Who else? You see the Warden of Greyslate look towards the auction room. You see Maria and Nicholas kind of looking towards their mother, confused. The Victor's twin brother and his younger twin brother and sister. And you see a man you haven't seen or recognized yet look towards the auction room and also towards people in the crowd in general instead of up. He's dressed in almost like a Japanese style kimono top into long traditional Japanese style pants with golden sandals and a cape coming off his back, which are iridescent moth wings, with a brown sort of birdwing moth mask over his face with long slit black hair. And he starts moving towards the exit to this room to go towards the auction as well.
And I don't recognize him at all.
You do not know this person. Or at least Jazz would not recognize who this is.
Sam Lopez probably doesn't either.
Nah.
I will exit. I'll move towards the exit. I imagine I won't get any additional details, but as I walk towards the exit, and I'm trying to move in a fashion that looks like I'm just another person who is scared of that, but I'm not moving with any more intent than would be implied by just a scared passerby. I'm looking over my shoulder towards the Warden of Greyslate, just trying to see, are they moving or are they looking again towards the auction space? And the important thing is, look there, get to the doorway, and as I look out, is Mothman moving like purposefully towards the auction space?
With purpose.
And
you also see, as you dip outside to follow him, you see Ivan Ballantyne like look round the front into the main ballroom. And I just sees you, and you see a look of, it's hard to tell because he's wearing like his barn owl attire. Looks at you, his eyes go wide as he quickly dips back into the auction room.
I too move hurriedly towards the auction room.
You can do so. There is now a guard at the door now that the kerfuffle has gone slightly under control. You see the lights start to flicker as someone tries to fix the fuse box or to fix something that Silas broke. And you move into the space.
I understand this is a restricted area, but you have to understand, Ivan Ballantyne asked for me personally. And yes, I am lying.
Do you have a token?
I hold up my token.
Luckily for you, it was a token that you stole from that guy's pocket and not just a random circular object. I go, oh, of course, madam, please come in. The light should come back on, but the auction is starting in about 5 minutes.
I understand. Thank you very much for the information. And I'll move into the room.
You see a few steps ahead of you, Ivan Ballantyne hurriedly walking into the space. And you clock Mason sort of halfway down the space too. But obviously nobody has seen him yet.
Where did the Mothman go?
Mothman? You know what? To find Mothman, you're gonna have to survey.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll.
Really pushing it with my drives. I'll take the 3.
Can't see him.
Yeah.
He seems to have dipped into the room and is now somewhere. But you see the lights start to flicker back on as the room returns to normalcy after the shocking incident.
And we've identified key figures, but there's clearly more people in here as well. He's like not hiding behind a chair in a comedic fashion.
Yeah. I can confirm he's not squatting behind a sofa or a chair. No.
I'm gonna remember he's interesting to me. Oh yeah. For all I know, he brought something to auction and just wants to ensure that it is safe. I don't fully trust the new element being introduced, but I'll now focus back on Ivan. And I casually move over, but it's with purpose. And I say, this event seems to be going off relatively well. Nary without a hitch. But off the record for the Newfaire Daily, you happen to have any comment about any thoughts that event back there in the other room could have on this auction house or on this auction tonight?
He turns around to face you, and he
Mhm.
goes, in an unconvincing way, I am sorry you are.
I finally get to use lie detector. I would like to gauge just how much he's failing at disguising his intent in this conversation.
Okay, can you read the wording of lie detector, please?
Yeah, I want very badly to be right in an assumption I have. So when you make a read roll in an attempt to figure out if a person is telling the truth, gild an additional die. The first cunning you spend on this roll is worth +2 instead of +1. So if I fail and I have to use a drive, it's going to give me 2 additional dice. So then I'm rolling 2 gilded and 1 non-gilded at present.
Roll away, Jazz.
Okay.
Victor, you see this interaction happening as Jazz enters the space.
And with Mason doing his thing, pushing out that sense that Victor just innately holds out anyways, do I sense that cube in the pocket?
Yeah. For free.
Okay.
You do. Jazz, what did you roll?
It took 5 dice to get there, but we got a 4.
Okay. He's lying.
Yeah.
You see a look of surprise, recognition, and a terrible liar being like, I'm sorry, ma'am, I need to get ready for the auction. I do not have time to chat.
Oh, I completely understand. I don't need a quote from you just then. The only question I have, why'd you invite me here? You, personally.
I didn't... What? What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm pretty sure this came from you. And I hold out the letter specifically for indicating that it's from the Night Owl.
His eyes go wide.
Mm-hmm.
He goes,
Yes, like an owl.
And Victor, this is the first time ever you've seen your brother with a clear look of panic on his face.
Can I take that opportunity to reach in the pocket and grab it?
Before you can, Ivan goes, this is not safe, follow me, and kind of like tries to, like, goes, please come with me, and tries to take Jazz to like one of the side rooms where stuff is being prepared for the auction, and goes, this is not the place.
And I want this conversation so badly, but if I see Victor approaching, and I can see on his face a look of determination, RE current events, I'll allow it to be more distraction than actual information seeking.
So you go with him?
I do go with him.
Okay. Victor, are you trying to actively steal from your brother right now as he whisks Jazz into this?
Oh, it's not a like actively steal, it's reaching in his pocket and taking it.
Okay. I need you to make a control roll, please.
Okay. I'll blow it. I'm gonna blow both drives on that one, unless somebody wants to help.
I mean, one could argue that I'm helping, but I would be down to my last drive in that respect as well. Oh, I don't have drive in Nerve.
And
No,
the only way
you're good.
Mesa could help would be too obvious because he's not subtle enough to do that.
It would be rushing Ivan Valentine at this point in a room full of people.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's what we're trying to do. So like, Victor, if you give the Mason the look, like, fuck it, we're going loud.
I'm gonna tell you, put it this way. You have a very unphysically skilled person running at his brother, hobbling at his brother to pull that cube out of the pocket, and you already have the sense that that's in there. So you know what his target is.
The only thing is that it looks, because you're going for your brother, so everybody could chalk that up to brothers being brothers. If Mason does it, it's a scene. Yeah,
You know what? I'm gonna go for something, and it's not what I wanted exactly. I'm gonna take the cane across his face.
Okay, roll strike.
Okay, Mason's gonna help now. If I see a cane going for, I'm gonna try and tackle Ivan.
If I miss, you're gonna have to.
I'm gonna say we need to see what Victor gets first, because Mason is one step behind Victor in this scenario. Now you're realizing what's happening, so I need Victor to roll strike.
Yeah, absolutely.
So go for that 6. It's gonna 5. I'll take it.
Okay, I need to roll something for Ivan because he didn't expect to be smacked in the head.
Nope.
No one expects a cane against the face.
Now, you start swinging at Ivan.
Yep.
You get just a little bit off kilter, and he holds his hand up and catches your arm before it impacts. He goes, "What is the meaning of this?"
That thing in your pocket is dangerous, and you wouldn't have given it lightly.
This is not your concern. This is family business, and you are not part of that business today.
Tackle.
And looks over at Jazz and goes,
Tackle.
Okay. Mason, roll a strike. Mason from the back.
And specifically, I saw him being attacked, so my goal is to tackle him and pilfer as I take him.
You're gonna have to pick a struggle, because now people are noticing. You can either tackle or you can try and steal.
Tackle. You can't. I mean, out of everybody, I'll be the one that has to take that type of bleed.
You know, I do have pretty good control now, and
Kim and I did a good job of sneaking backstage.
Break it up. Break it up is what I could be going for as this happens, assuming the tackle is successful.
Kim and Keegan, you definitely hear something happening behind the velvet curtain you were at. Like, there's something, like, people are starting to take notice and going, what is happening?
Okay, I'm gonna go for the tackle in the idea that I am trying to separate Ivan from Victor.
Okay.
I think with the commotion, we're going to take advantage of the commotion to step out from behind the curtain, because I think with everyone, with this, whatever is happening, it would be the right time to kind of just step out to because otherwise people would notice two very well-dressed people stepping out from behind the curtain.
I'll let you do it for free, just stepping up behind the curtain, because this is distracting. Mason, what did you roll for strike?
Yeah, I'm doing strike.
Okay.
A gilded 6.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I need to roll for Ivan again, because Jesus Christ. You, Victor, holding your arm, Jazz next. All of a sudden, Ivan is not stood where he was and is now on the floor underneath Mason. Eric, from the other end of the room, clocks this, as does all the security people in the room, going, "What do you think you're doing?"
To who?
You.
He's being attacked. Unlike you, I mean it. And as I'm trying to help him, I'm going to I'm gonna try to take it out of his pocket as I'm pull him away, because I wasn't trying to hurt him. I was trying to separate him. So if he got hurt, that's what is it? Protect the president. When you tackle him, they get hurt a little bit. But I'm going to try and help him while taking the cube that I've clocked already.
Man, I'm gonna say you can either try and pretend that you're helping him or take the cube.
Oh, I'm not pretending. I'm helping him up while taking the cube. It's not like look, I'm help him up and take it out of his pocket.
I'm gonna say control to try and take the cube.
Absolutely.
While this is going on, can I extend my senses to see if the coffin's in here?
Sure, roll sense.
I don't know why, I get a weird feeling.
Keegan and Kim, you see Mason absolutely tackle to the ground the oldest Valentine's son.
I'm sorry. Sam thinks it's hilarious. Kim is like, "Oh, Keegan, what? What?
Mason, What did you get?
I spent the drive, but I got a 6. But it's not gilded, so.
Okay. You unstealthily yet successfully go into Ivan's pocket and pull out an onyx cube with that symbol on it and many other symbols that are now glowing very brightly in this room. As Ivan looks up and goes, "Give it back." Victor, what did you get for sense?
A 6.
Of course you did. You sense, yes, this is the Kalux. This is the thing. This is the MacGuffin of what Alec Desai had in his apartment when he was, just before he was murdered. But you also sense something else. You sense not as strong as in the room that you dare not go into. Something underneath one of these plinths seems to be calling you to it. You also sense a faint signal of something else in the room where Silas was doing his show. Jazz, Ivan is now prone underneath you.
I go, wow, to myself. Well, hopefully I get some of that information later. I turn towards the security detail who's on their way over and beginning to shout, and I say, Jasmine Keebler, Newfaire Daily, can you explain exactly how it is that you allowed this blunder of security to occur at such a high-profile event? Don't worry about them. He's got it covered. And I'm pointing at Mason, just like, yeah. But I need a statement right here, right now. And I'm small, but I'm blocking them to the best of my ability.
I think you're going to have to roll the sway of your goddamn life to pull this one off.
Okay. I have one drive left. Let's see if I need it. Mind you, I don't have any dots in sway.
Well,
I'm gonna use this last drive. I'll take a 4 over a 3 any day of the week. Yep.
okay. Because you step in front of them, they halt briefly. But they're not fully convinced, but you have delayed them by like 2 seconds as Ivan gets to his feet and is going to smack Victor in the face. Or attempt to anyway.
Kim is going to move. All of a sudden Kim moves and walks up to Ivan and says, "You look hurt."
I will say, you guys are down the far end.
Oh, they're far. Okay, so then
you have to get there first.
Okay, so disregard. So I'm moving toward him though.
Okay. Ivan absolutely biffs it and tries to grab the cube back from Victor. And after being knocked to the ground by Mason, is obviously suffering from double vision, so misses, and falls back at the feet of Jazz and goes, "Why are you here? You're not supposed to be here."
If you're talking about me, you invited me, good sir. I have the same question for you.
I didn't invite you. Where did you get that note?
It arrived at my doorstep, presumably with your signature, and I'm holding it up still, but I'm doing it in a subtle fashion as people begin to converge so that only he can see it. Are you being truthful that you didn't send this?
Give it to me. Let me see.
Answer the question.
I didn't send it to you.
Yeah, can I see if he's lying?
Yeah, absolutely you can.
Cool. I'll take a 6. Why not?
He's not lying. He looks terrified. Where did you get that name from?
Oh, it's right here, isn't it?
Wait.
And I hand over I'll hand him the letter. But my hand is hovering in case he tries to do something to it. I want to be able to try to get it back.
He goes to the security and he goes, leave them. It's my fault. You, and points at Jazz, come with me. Victor, we will have words about this later. Just keep an eye on that thing. And gestures to the cube in your hand. And you, and looks at Mason. He goes, I have to be slightly impressed, but now is not the time. Miss Keebler, please come with me to the side. Meanwhile, Silas, you finished the show, and people are starting to file out. You have no idea this is happening in the other space.
I'm a little busy with a burnt arm.
You're a little busy, and as you go backstage, Rochelle comes up to you and goes, "Boss, are you all right?"
I've had better nights, but I think I put on a hell of a finale. As I'm just
You-
I'm holding on to that burnt arm, and it's visibly burnt.
Do you want me to get somebody, or do you want? I don't know.
I think I have a doctor friend. She might be
Okay.
able to help a little bit.
Oh, the one in the black and red. Do you want me to go and find her?
No, I might know where she's at.
As that happens, you see peeking behind the curtain Anna Ballantyne as she looks around, goes, "Are you okay?"
I've seen better nights. But
That can be true and be said well. And turns to Rochelle and she goes, dear, there's go and try and find a doctor. I have some on site. If you just go into the main ballroom and yell, there will be someone there who can help, please. And Rochelle looks at you, Silas, and goes, I need to.
You know who to find.
Okay. And she runs off to get help. Anna is there with you. What's Silas thinking in this moment?
Silas is coming to terms with the fact that Vale is in his head. That whole conversation was not expected. It's really all he can focus on at the moment.
She looks, it comes down to, like, are you sat down or are you stood?
Probably leaning against the table in the backstage area.
She comes over to you and sort of sidles up to you, sort of tilts your head up and goes, are you okay? What can I do? I feel so awful.
Why do you?
I mean, I hired you to come here, and then obviously something with the lights, and you're injured.
Is okay. Something new I wanted to try out. Was the show good enough, though?
The show, it certainly was a show. Silas, can you roll a read for me, please?
Yeah. This is one of those times I get actually a gilded extra dice because of my sweet talk, and I have 2 resistances, so I get, not only do I get the extra die, it's gilded.
Are you actively trying to sweet talk her at the moment?
It just says after I make small talk with someone, any read roll, like you may add one D to one to any read roll I make in which they're the target.
Go with God.
It's a gilded 6.
Hey, earn a drive back if you have ones to earn.
Didn't need it. I got it.
As she looks at you, you're very alone in this room with her right now. And there's eagerness to be alone with you. But then you see something beyond that eagerness. And you see the look in her eyes has turned from lust for you, and for a second flickers to what looks like a predatory look.
Oh shit.
Like you get the feeling you are being hunted. What's wrong?
I get a little bit guarded. Why aren't you attending to the other guests? They have why are you back here?
Oh, my duties of hostess are now pretty much over. It's time for the boys to take charge at the auction now, and for the staff to take care of everyone else at the ball. I care about you.
I know. But you have a duty here. I mean, you are still a co-host of the ball. This is your masquerade. A magician like me, you don't need that. You don't need that attention.
Why are you trying to push me away? You were never like this before. Silas, as she leans into you, at the corner of your eye, you see something fly towards your neck. And because she rolled low enough, I'll give you a chance to stop it.
What do I roll?
I'd like you to roll a move roll, please.
It's the one nerve I have a dot in. Hey, not bad. It's a 5.
You feel something whiz towards your neck. And you manage to instinctively, it's obviously the lightning arm that comes up and stops as a syringe stops a centimeter away from your neck. As you see, her arm has extended into a long grey claw and has pushed towards you, and she goes, now, don't be a nuisance. And is going to try and push further. What do you do?
Shit. Fuck. I've got this. I'm gonna try and kick her away.
Okay, that will be a strike.
I know. I don't like to push the women away. This is not what I'm good at.
Yep, roll strike.
Fuck. Is that 2?
Unfortunately, you try and kick her away. She is too goddamn strong. And you feel the needle plunge into your neck and the plunger pushed as you are paralyzed.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, Ivan has tried to take Jazz off to a side room. Jazz, do you follow him this time? Now he looks significantly more scared.
Let's get moving over. We have some talking to do.
Jess hurries you in. What is everyone else following?
Hey, yeah, wait a minute. God, it's.
And I still have the cube.
You still have the cube.
You and I are together with the cube.
You need to get that out of this
willingly
building.
going with Ivan.
Hmm?
Pardon?
And Jazz is willingly going with Ivan, not under duress.
Nope.
It actually seems like, from what it sounds like, Ivan's under duress and Jazz is following.
And my job was to get the cube, whatever it takes.
Yep.
Okay.
You need to get that thing out of here.
I'm going to hand
the
the cube over to Victor. Take it to Artemis. Don't look back.
God.
All right.
Because my
Does anyone
secondary
else-
directive is always protect the team, so...
Does anyone else go with Jazz into the side room with Ivan?
Okay, so
And I'm going to, at the same time of that, because Kim is also in here.
They're
Yes.
coming in
Oh.
this way.
Victor, take this to Artemis. Kim, Keegan, you need to go check on Silas. He'll need medical attention. And just in case, we'll need support, Keegan. I can support Jazz, and I expect everyone to make it back to the chapter house.
Hold on, everybody. I don't mean to disrespect Victor. But look at the cane. I think he needs assistance more than I do. Mason.
I mean, I can go with Victor. I could take the cube, if we need someone to get there quickly. And
Based on, sorry to interrupt, but based on the fact that when Patrick interacted with the senses of the family, would that give me understanding that that's not a good idea?
That's why Mason chose Victor, because Victor seems the only one capable of handling the cube without it backfiring in a bad way. Jazz could too, I think, but Jazz is doing something else.
Okay.
Lightkeeper. Jazz has a problem. When
Don't we
there's a
all?
question, when there's a question she's actually interested in finding the answer to, she has a very difficult time letting go. But the only thing she's thinking as this argument is taking place, and she's looking as Ivan is trying to get her to come away for a conversation, is we gotta get the cube out of here no matter what. I need the dice to help me decide if I'm gonna blow off Ivan or not.
Okay. You know what? Just roll a d6. Odds, you go with Ivan, and evens, you stay with the group.
Okay.
And if it helps with the situation of context, as Jazz may understand, Mason is aware that Jazz needs the information, which is why Mason is like, everyone else go. I will wait for Jazz because Jazz is like a hound dog with a clue, and I feel like we've been in a similar situation before where it's like Jazz is going to do what Jazz is going to do.
That's what I'm trying to avoid here.
Okay.
I make a subtle argument to the group, and it's like, again, the boy is capable. He can do things that none of us could even imagine or fathom doing. But he was also comatose for about a day and a half. And unfortunately, he hasn't healed off that leg injury. If we send him out into the streets, he can probably handle whatever the cube is thrown at him. But what about other people who might have been interested in taking it? And on that note, I already forgot what odds and evens were, but I got a 2.
Then you stay with the group as Ivan beckons you.
Mr. Ballantyne, we certainly do have business. The concern you seem to emulate is, the concern you seem to be affecting is something I can emulate. But we have pressing business, and I gotta stick with these fellas I came here with. Hope you understand.
No, you do not understand. We are in danger. If someone left a note with that name on it that I only used with your uncle, then we are in big trouble.
This has to do with my uncle.
It has everything to do with your uncle. And he looks around and he sees his dad approaching from the other end. He sees Eric Ballantyne approaching and he goes, "You all need to leave. You need to leave now."
Kim is going to walk up and she's going to look at each member of, like, in a analytical way, like if she's inspecting them to see if anyone's hurt, and seeing that no one is physically hurt, is going to, without saying a word, about face and leave the room.
Okay.
Because she's looking for the rest of her party.
I'm not letting her do that alone.
Mason did ask, be like, "Hey,
Yes.
you check on Silas. I know what happened to his arm. I watched the magic show."
If Jazz is not going into a room with Ivan alone, then Keegan is like, okay. And Mason was going to stay with her anyway, so I'll go with Kim.
Victor, let's get moving. Ivan, look at the crowd around us. Your father can't get to us moving through a crowd if we move with effort. Come, join us.
Okay.
We agree there's danger in this situation. Come with us.
I'm coming.
We'll explain everything. And
You
apologize.
better explain something.
Let's get moving. Yeah.
You exit the room. Who exits the room first?
I think Kim like left. She looked at everyone, assessed that they were all physically fine, and like without saying a word, about face, and marched out of the room, probably with Keegan like rushing behind her.
Yeah, I'm following her at least.
Keegan, I need you to make a survey roll, and this is high stakes.
Okay. Then I'll take a. If this is high stakes, I'm just gonna do my last 2 drive on it. Come on. Big money, no whammies. That's a 4. The highest is a 4. 2 3s and 2 4s.
Okay. Kim exits the room.
Wait, I have a resistance.
Would you like to burn your resistance?
Hey, yeah, let's do that. I would like to avoid bad consequence, the worst of the consequences. What happened? What are you waiting for?
You
A reroll.
Me?
Only
Wait.
for you.
What am I doing?
resistance.
You said you
Oh.
wanted to use a resistance.
I thought a resistance was no. It is a reroll. Sorry, this is a smaller screen. You were all staring at me.
That's okay. You're fine.
Wow. Yeah, sorry. I thought resistance was if something bad is happening, you just ignore it but keep the roll.
No, it's a full reroll.
It's a full reroll. Does that mean all 4?
Yep.
Okay, cool. 6, but the others were 1s.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
As Kim exits, you see a flash of a knife stab towards her, but because you rolled, you can do something about it. As you see from nowhere, the man Jazz saw dressed as a moth fully lunge out of the darkness with some sort of blade towards the doctor. Kim, you don't see this because you're facing away from the door.
I would like to draw my knife and throw it at him.
Sure.
Like
Make
if I'm able to react quickly enough, just
I'm gonna say make a control.
Okay, this is high stakes.
I'd say so.
Okay.
Blood is blood. You know.
I would like to not be stabbed.
Hey, yeah, good. I'll spend my 2 drive that I have in that to make sure. Is this a good idea? Is this a good idea? This is a good idea. This is fine. I didn't see this coming.
You definitely didn't see this coming.
Ooh, I expected one of us to be attacked.
Actually, you got a 6. You did see it coming. That's not what you mean, though.
Okay. Control. I'm 2 drive. So 3, and then the 4th one is gilded. 6 gilded. So I get the
throw. And you hit the arm of this person that's about to stab into Kim, meaning they falter and don't stab her. Unfortunately, that means they turn at you, noticing you've thrown.
That's fine.
You've thrown hands, and they rush towards you.
I threw a knife.
You throw knives. Okay.
Wait, I hit him with a knife, and he immediately just turned. Oh, this is probably not a person, is it?
Keegan, could you roll a move, please? Because you do notice this person coming towards you.
Is my bleed eye reacting?
I don't think that's what you got to be worried about right now.
I notice everything though. Okay, a move. I will spend the drive that I got back. Double 6s.
Oh my god, okay. So this person fully leaps at you and stabs the knife at where you would have been, but misses as you very deftly on the battlefield dodge out of the way.
I've gone into full Sherlock mode. Is my knife still sticking out of him?
Yep.
He doesn't seem bothered by that. That's concerning. Can I get my knife back?
You can try and get your knife back.
Okay.
Surely at this time, the rest of us are approaching.
Oh, you
I
see
shout.
this happening? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to shout for security as I run in.
Meanwhile, Silas.
Oh, right. Silas.
Meanwhile, Silas, you cannot move.
Okay.
You are aware of everything that is going on around you as Anna Ballantyne removes the syringe from you. Yes, what would you like to do?
No, I'm just saying, can I talk at least? Or am I just...
Nope. She pulls it out, tucks it away, and her arm shrinks back to its normal size, and she goes, I'm so sorry, but it seems now is the time for me to dispose of the goods. Now, your friends are running around, so maybe they'll be distracted and maybe they'll come and help you and maybe they won't. But I need to get to where the family needs me to be. That stupid bastard son, Ivan, got there before I got there and took it away. So unfortunately then, when I got there with my team, we had to extract information. But anyway, I'm monologuing. This is fun, is it not? And she fully holds you up with one hand and puts you in a chair. She goes, "Oh, well, you were fun. But unfortunately now, I think I need you to be a bigger distraction for me while I see to some business with my sons." And you see half of her face smiles, and the smile goes all the way up, cracks through the skin, as she goes, "Moore wants to see her sons at the gate. And you are not invited." And she fully slashes your throat. You take 4 body.
Okay, so
You're out.
I was already at 3.
Great. So you...
So
I'm going to say you fill up, and then you're immediately at 3 body again, as if someone comes to help you. So you are bleeding from your throat all over the floor.
I can't even cough. I can't do shit.
You can't, and you can't move. You see Cole suddenly fly in next to you, start cawing like mad, and she goes, "Oh, get out of the way, you stupid bird," and backhands Cole, who hits the wall, who then falls crumpled, but sort of tries to limp away. She goes, "Sorry, lover, but Mama's got to work." Gives you a kiss on the cheek and exits stage left, out of the room. Exits into the main ballroom. Kim, you're coming towards this room as you see Anna Ballantyne leave and walk swiftly towards Victor, who is now, I'm assuming, exiting the auction room as this knife fight is happening. And she goes, "What is happening?" and runs up to Victor and goes, "What is happening?"
Nothing, Mother. I'm just getting some fresh air out back.
And this kid did what the fuck? Is it when she exited that room, did she close the door or did she leave the door open?
She closed the door.
Damn it. So Kim didn't get to see what she left.
Yeah.
Okay. Is her arm, are Kim's arms above table, are the scars still showing any type of reaction to bleed?
I'm going to say yes, because the door to the auction room is now open and bleed is leaking out of it.
Okay. Does it increase as Anna Ballantyne walks past her and then decreases as she moves away? Or it's
No.
just...
Walks up to you, Victor, embraces you. I need you to roll a survey.
Where's my character sheet? I just added up.
in the meantime, Kim's going to ignore Anna and go into the room that she just left.
Okay.
Can I ask what she's doing?
No.
Okay.
I think that's why you're surveying.
Well, because I could be analyzing, and if that's the case, it would have been a different one. Nope.
Drive? Don't you ever drive? Is it Mason? Do I have to drive?
I don't have any drive. I burned these last session.
What did you roll, Victor?
A 1.
Yes. Peace has come to me. As she embraces you, pulls back and goes, "We need to get everyone out of here now." Looks, goes, "What the fuck is happening in the auction room?" And sees just this guy duking out. She goes, "Security, get to them now." Keegan, you try and get your knife out of whoever this fucking is. What did you roll?
What do you want me rolling?
Oh god. To pull a knife out of his arm, I'm gonna say control again.
Okay. Because when I think of Keegan's knife, I think of a Bowie knife. So when you were like, yeah, it's just in his arm, Jesus.
Yeah, I said what I said. It's in his arm.
4.
Okay. He's gonna try and stab you. You pull your knife out successfully.
Yes.
Unfortunately, in the movement of pulling your knife out, he is going to stab you in the side, and you feel electricity shoot through you as he stabs you.
Silence?
You're going to take... Mason, you see this happen. What would you like to do?
I don't trust Anna Valentine, so what I want to do is, as she was approaching, would be to, I think I gave the cube to Victor, so I want to end up having it back as Anna comes up, because I don't trust the Valentines for shit.
Okay, Keegan, you take... Shit, how much body is this? 2 body.
Okay. That's fine. That's
So
fine.
you were right
So
next to me?
Yeah, because I was walking with you since...
Yeah,
I was
what
like,
do you want
no,
to do
I'm
about
not
it? Because currently, Victor's mum's just come up and embraced him, pulled
Yeah,
away, and he
that's fine.
stood there looking normal.
As long as I have the cube, because I'm going to go deal with whoever's attacking Keegan 6 feet that way.
Would you rather have the cube or help Keegan?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm doing the cube first. I don't trust...
Okay, what are you doing to get it? Like, well, actually, no. You need to make a survey roll, because you don't know what she was doing.
Because I was doing it before she approached, when I saw her coming.
Okay, what was your survey? Remind me.
I didn't do a survey because you didn't ask me to do one.
I'm sorry, do one. And it happened consecutively as she went up to Victor.
That's a 6.
She took that cube. And
Yeah,
she has it.
so she grabbed it before... so I couldn't take it before she approached.
No.
Then Mason's going to attack her.
Okay.
Everybody's
Do it.
getting hands.
Do
I'm
it.
gonna body the whole Valentine family, I guess. We're gonna do
I
a
start
drive in
moving.
there. And we did 2 drives in there, and that's a double 6 with a gilded.
Ooh. So, she sees you coming. She blocks, and you feel like you're tackling a brick wall, which is surprising, but you're you. And you push through the brick wall and knock her over. As you do so, she goes, "Get off of me." And I need everybody to make a sense roll. Not Silas. Sorry, Silas.
Well, why
Even-
not?
And not Silas and Kim, actually. Jazz, Keegan, Mason, and Victor.
Oh.
As something happens.
Just because I'm paralyzed.
It's another 6.
Ooh.
2.
Oh,
Who got it too?
I got a 2. And Jazz got a 1.
Everyone feels.
2 ones.
And
As Mason, you see the cube in her hand. Everyone feels a pulse emanate from Anna Valentine. How many 6s did you get, Mason?
In the sense, only 1 6.
Unfortunately, she crit. You feel a pulse go through the floor, and everybody in this area is thrown backwards. Everyone is going to take 3 bleed.
Cool.
good.
So I go over again?
Yep.
Keegan,
yeah.
if you go over,
Oh.
Keegan's out.
Oh no.
And as she stands, she goes, "That's quite enough of that, thank you. Now I need to be going as I have an after party to attend to. But good luck." As the lights go out, and you smell smoke coming from the room where Silas's show was. And that's where we'll leave it at the party.
I want to cry.